love putting cameras on random things. We put a camera on an arrow. We shot one out of a cannon. We put one on the side of a car tire driving down the freeway. We put one on a football and threw it off a freeway. Well, one of the ideas we've had is to put a camera on one of the fastest animals in the world, a falcon. Now, we've seen cameras on the backs of like eagles before because they're big, strong, and can carry the weight. But a falcon, on the other hand, would require a very small camera, such as the Insta360 GO 2, which will allow us to get some incredible footage on the back of one of the world's fastest animals. One of my favorite things about this camera, not only is it lightweight, but it's magnetic. It can stick to all kinds of things. Look at that, even fire extinguishers. Like, you can put this in all kinds of different areas, allowing you to get a variety of shots really rapidly, very easily. Sure. Dude, like, what can't you stick this thing? Power tools. Oh! We did it! Oh, okay, so obviously falcons are not magnetic, so I've got to figure out a way to mount this to the back of a bird somehow safely. All right, let's get to work. Thanks to the community, we managed to connect with Maya Higa, who's a Twitch streamer and also a falconer. And she managed to give us a lot of really insightful and useful information, including connecting us with the falconry experience based out of Paso Robles, just a few hours outside of LA, making it really convenient for us to be able to go work with these birds. But before we get anywhere on this, we have to figure out a way to actually mount this camera to a falcon. We have 2 days to figure this out. How do you put a camera on a bird? We are taking our lead from Maya here. She actually emailed over some photos of her falcon. I think his name is Orion. Look at how cute he is. So Maya says that they have these little backpacks to carry a GPS transmitter so that your bird doesn't get lost. I think it's even part of like state law or country law? Galactic law. No. Bird law. It's actually part of bird law. But this is perfect because I was able to buy the exact same harness that she uses on her falcon. So I'm gonna try to keep this as the main interface point with the falcon and just build upwards from here. I don't wanna like change this much. Like if I add like some extra stuff to the back of this, I'm worried that might be uncomfortable for the falcon. Like, I just don't know. I've never worked with falcons before. This guy is really cool because you can literally take it and like literally stick it to anything. It's like, it's got a little sticky mount that you can wash off and then it gets more sticky again. If I'm going to utilize this, I have to make some modifications. I'm being very, very careful not to get my fingers cut. Oh no! Okay, good, we're good. Okay, so I've now reduced that whole thing to this little chunkus. That's getting there. That's getting very, very close. So this is pretty much it. This is supposed to go on the back of a falcon and hold a camera. Okay, there actually is one more thing I gotta do here. I gotta figure out how to cut the magnet out of this. The back of this acts as like a heat sink, and you don't wanna film for longer than like 10 minutes, otherwise this starts getting really hot. The problem is that the back of this, the magnetic actual latch here, is gonna stop a lot of that heat transfer. But if I cut out the magnet, how will it sit in there? Well, I'm just gonna take a zip tie. Zip ties honestly work very well. I love zip ties. So I'm gonna make this permanent by epoxying it to the backpack, and then we'll put the backpack on the Falcon. So when it's actually flying, this is pretty much what it's gonna look like. It's gonna look just like this. It's not gonna be the most elegant looking flying camera, but it'll get you the best looking Falcon footage anyone has ever seen, and that's why I'm excited about this.
Wren, what happened? You have that look.
I thought that these backpacks were really easy just to put on and off of a bird, you know, like, it's called a backpack. I thought you just put it on the shoulders, take it off, no big deal. No, apparently these things only get taken off every 2 or 3 years. Blew my mind, I had no idea. That's fine, but that does mean that the mount I made and the solution I had isn't going to work. So I need a more portable, temporary solution to mount the camera to an existing backpack already on any bird. But secondly, these birds need practice with the weight of the camera and the shape of it on their back. And that is something that we can't quite deliver right now because we've only got this one camera and we can't send it to them yet. So what we're actually going to do is build a replica from scratch that weighs the exact same amount as the actual camera and send that to them ahead of time. So I'm gonna get the help of Nat to actually design and print an exact replica of this camera for the Falcons to practice with.
I modeled a duplicate of it in Fusion 360 that has a giant void in the middle of it that allows me to put in weights. So it's going to be mostly aerodynamically the same, and it's also going to be weight-wise the same.
The reason why this has to be exactly the same weight is because birds are very birdy. We gotta basically replicate the experience as close as physically possible, even have the whole aerodynamics down with the lens. I'm actually pretty proud of this little solution here. I literally just took a paper clip and turned it into this harness. I soldered the another paper clip thing to the side of it here, so it's like actually kind of welded on. So you have this clip here, you have the backpack, you squeeze this together and it should go right in, boom. That's not coming out. So from here, I'm basically just gonna JB weld to attach it to the little case here. Has it been 2 hours yet?
No, it's been 3 seconds. No, Wren!
This should work well. It's definitely a jury-rigged solution. It's janky, but I think it'll work. And I think we'll actually be able to use this to get one-of-a-kind footage that I have never seen before. I'm gonna pack it up, put it in this box so we can ship it out to them so that they can spend the entire next week getting their Falcons used to the weight of this camera on their back. So while the Falcon is practicing, let me take a moment to explain why the Go 2 has become one of my new favorite cameras. Insta360 really did put a lot of thought into this product. Like, there's a case, which obviously protects the camera, but it also is a charging case because it charges it like 3 times over. This is what you get if an action camera and AirPods had a baby. And on top of that, it actually acts as like this remote, so you can press these buttons to change settings, start recording. It's got these little legs that pop out, so you can put it down on the table and get your little TikToks like you do. And it's like you can continue using this, like I can just put oh, my freaking scissors. Speaking of wireless connections, this can connect to your phone. Yep, there it is, look at that. And I can set it to vertical or horizontal. It lets you choose. You can make it square for Instagram. I mean, look at this. Crazy. And it can stick to the back of my iPhone here.
Oh, dude. Your face, you've got a huge nose right now. Oh my God.
It stabilizes the horizon, so as I do this, it doesn't actually move, and it's the craziest when you throw it in front of a mirror. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, stabilization, it's awesome, and once you actually get the footage onto your phone, you can you don't even have to edit. You can literally select clips and automatically select the best moments from your clips, combine it with music and edit it on the beat. It's pretty wild. So also, this camera is waterproof. Check this out. Hi. I love, this is like my favorite camera right now because it is so convenient. If you want to get one of these yourself or learn more about it, check out the link in the description. So I think with all of this, I think I'm finally prepared enough to go to the falconry experience and put this on the back of a Falcon and get some really cool footage. I don't know what to expect. I'm just excited to be around some really cool birds of prey. All right, let's head out there. We made it out to the falconry experience here in Paso Robles. This is Anita and Sammy, and we're gonna work with their birds of prey. How many different kinds of birds do you guys have?
10 different species.
Wow.
We have Parasox, we have a Saker falcon, we have a Lanner falcon, a Eurasian eagle owl.
He's so soft. This is softer than those like fancy soft blankets at the store.
I know, right? We have a bald eagle. Yeah, hang on, I know. It's not the most graceful bird.
I never expected to be slapped in the face by a bald eagle, and yet here we are. Tell me more about the education side of things that you do.
We try to do things with the kids to get them more engaged in their environment, to get them to go outside. We're trying to inspire kids, this next generation, to get outside, look around, be more observant than what's going on your screen.
Right, okay. So Goose is the Saker falcon. And how old is Goose?
Goose is two, going on 3.
Let's go say hi to Goose. Goose is wearing a helmet.
Falcons are so sight stimulated that to keep them calm before we fly, we put the hood on, covers their eyes, but he knows that when that comes off, it's time to fly.
It's time to fly.
So it's kind of a conditioned response.
How fast does Goose go?
I think the fastest he's dove was like 75, 80 miles an hour.
That's so fast though.
It is like, think about like you're in a car, you're speeding down the freeway, but you're coming straight at the ground.
Yeah, that's a very funny way of putting it. Well, I say, let's go ahead and get started. Let's get this thing on him.
He's worn it a few times now, so.
Okay, yeah.
He's gotten a little bit used to it.
So, I mean, that was the entire reason we sent this to you ahead of time. I'm so glad that worked out. Did you want to do the honors on your bird?
There we go.
You make that look so easy.
Did you want to zip tie that one on?
Yeah. This is the closest I've ever been to a falcon.
We're doing a flyby.
Okay, this is it. Good luck, Goose. so
Oh, he's
fast.
flying so much better.
Whoa.
He's like, wait a minute.
You're tired already.
Yeah, like how much energy does it take to be able to just fly? Like,
Right.
Like, I'm gonna use my arms to propel myself into the sky.
With these big chest muscles. Are you tired? The problem that we're having is the camera's he's kind of trying to figure out what's on his back. And it might be interfering with his wing stroke, so we'll try it again.
Okay.
But also there's no wind.
Right, yeah.
And they give the term riding the wind a whole nother meaning.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah, so in the afternoon it gets a little bit breezier here.
Okay.
And once it's breezier, he'll actually, he'll take the wind and he'll let it float him away, and then he'll work the wind to
Gotcha.
get up and down, and so we'll see how he does.
So you know that classic example of throwing a football through someone's hooped arms? We're gonna do that with a hawk. Hi! Aren't you cool? All right, so we have put the camera on this hawk here. His name is Ranger.
Ranger is, he's a funny bird, and he loves to play games, and the more inventive we get with the things that we do with him, the more entertained he gets. He loves just being goofy. So we challenge him on a daily basis.
All right, we're good to go.
Yep. All right, we're good.
That's such a crazy feeling because they're so silent and it's just like a gust of wind.
Yeah. And you'll see he shoots his feet out forward as he comes through.
Just seeing those
can do it,
claws
like,
come
two
out
times.
like ahead of time, like already scouting his landing. All right, now that it's been a couple hours, we're ready to fly again with both Goose and Kaito. They literally look like fighter pilots too with those helmets.
Okay, Goosey Man, we got a little breeze. You wanna fly?
All right, here's the big moment. There he goes. Yeah.
Attaboy!
Yeah, Goose. Goose. Look at that.
Hey, how you doing, friend? We got a first AC.
That's
You got a
amazing.
first for me?
From Northern Africa, yeah.
So that's her figuring out how to focus.
There we go.
What's making this possible is the fact that the camera is so lightweight, but it's still looking like it's not quite small enough.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, 30 grams would be like adding probably another 10 pounds onto you.
Here.
It's literally like watching a puppy play with a ball.
Come on, bring me the ball. Can I have it now?
I guess the only other thing that I'm really interested in getting is just some altitude.
If we go by the riverbed where that hill is, well, you'll get her diving down the hill.
I say we try the hill.
I don't think anyone's ever really gotten any decent footage on the back of a Falcon before.
I can guarantee this is a first.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So she's gonna fly down to Kenny, and this is a pretty big drop here. Kaito is good to go.
We're good.
Camera's rolling. Ready?
Oh, there we go.
All right, she's flying around.
Wow.
Up, up, up!
Yay.
I mean, that was great. That looked amazing.
That was fantastic.
like her going down was pretty damn hot.
That was sweet. I want to as well. All right, it is starting to rain, and these birds do not fly in the rain. We managed to get a sweet shot in right before the rain started. I'm very happy about that.
I'm very happy about that.
That timing ended up working out really well. It was also supposed to rain all day today, and we ended up getting amazing weather for the vast majority of the day. Okay, so I got the footage up here on the TV. I'm gonna go grab Nick, because Nick has always been there every time we put a camera on some sort of random thing.
So I feel like he should see this footage too.
First of all,
I totally got distracted.
Willie, do you want to see falcons?
Hey Nick,
Yo, what's up, man?
are you looking at shrimp?
What? No.
Wait, what are you?
Okay, forget about that.
Nick,
What's
stop.
up? What's up?
You want to come see the Falcon footage?
You have Falcon footage?
I got some Falcon footage. Falcon footage!
This is the one camera on a blank video that I've had no involvement in. I'm ready to take a flight.
These are bird boys in the back.
It looks like it's almost sped up because of the stabilization, like, but no, it's really just flying that fast. Dude, they are such a... Dude, that was such a good reaction. Dude, so funny.
Right there. Oh yeah, right?
The turns are sweet.
Sky looks
Yeah, the
so
sky
nice.
is so cool. The dynamic range in this camera is really nice. It's going fast. There's a lot of G's. That sideways head tilt. Yeah.
She's looking for the owner.
This turned out really cool. Congrats.
Thanks. I'm pretty pleased with how the footage came out. This was such a really cool experience. Huge thank you to the Falconry Experience. Check out their website. They are hosting events like what they did for us for anyone who wants to drop by. If you find yourself in wine country in California, Paso Robles, check it out. If you can't make the trip, hey, you know what? That's okay. They're on TikTok, they're on Instagram, they're posting cool videos all the time, and I expect that they'll be posting more sweet stuff using this camera, and I can't wait to see what they get. But for now, there's only one thing that I want to know, and that is, what do I put this camera on next? Now that it's something so small, the options have opened up quite a bit. So leave a comment down below suggesting what we should put this on next. Don't say I should swallow it. I already intend to do that once it gets a little smaller.
Dude, colon cam.
Colin Kim? Oh my god! But honestly, more than anything, thank you for watching. This is what makes me so excited about the future and technology, is that, like, I wouldn't have dreamed something like this could have existed a few years ago. Remember when the GoPro Session came out? This thing is so much better than one of those and weighs like so much less. You know, it's always nice to go back to our roots and just do really cool stuff with cool cameras.